Sarah, what I would have you do is just like, is there a certain spot that you usually move it and you can feel it?
Yeah, like
Okay.
lift
So
it, hurt
just
to it.
kind of like
It's bad today.
commit to memory what that feels like from 0 to 10. What amount of pain would you say that causes?
I'd say today it's maybe like around a 5.
Okay. And then now when you're just sitting there, what number is it?
It's like barely there, like a 1, maybe
Okay.
a tiny bit. I could just because probably I just lifted it. So
Yeah. Okay. So it's just a 1. So then just close your eyes. Imagine doing that exact same movement. So you're just sitting your, imagine yourself sitting, doing that movement, kind of how that feels as you lift your arm, move it around. You seeing yourself doing that?
mhm.
Do you have any reaction in your body when you imagine it?
It's sort of tingly a little there in the shoulder because I like anticipating the pain. And actually
Yeah.
now, yeah, actually the whole arm is starting to feel a little more achy.
Yeah. Okay. So you can see the structure is the same as you're sitting there, right? And did it go from a 1 to something higher then as you were imagining it?
It's not so much pain as like this like weird tingling and sort of a lot of awareness in the shoulder and arm. Like maybe it's the whole sensation is up to around a 3 or 4, but it's not like painful.
Yeah. Fascinating though, right? That your brain, even though you're not really thinking about, oh, I'm anticipating something, on a subconscious level, your brain is guarding,
Yeah.
even thinking about that movement.
Yeah.
Because it's had experience with that before and it's been, painful and you haven't known what to do. And now it's happening again.
Right. Right.
So as you're sitting there, can you maybe like smile and imagine like moving your arm with less sensation, maybe just even imagining it pain free if possible. And again, even like the smiling, the feeling safe, maybe even telling your shoulder it's safe as you're imagining. Does that change anything?
Yeah, well, I can totally imagine that since I know what that feels like too. And to be able to do
Yeah.
chaturangas and yoga is what specifically I feel like I can't do without pain right now.
So, yeah, this is a graded exposure to start imagining it without pain. That's actually rewiring your brain right now as you're doing it. So, you can keep doing these reps of rewiring your brain, basically.
Okay, so I'm like imagining myself, moving my arm around without it hurting or doing a chaturanga, and it's
Yeah.
just plain and it doesn't hurt at all.
Are you able to imagine that? Or is there still some?
It's a little bit. I'm a little wary when in my imagination. I'm a little like, is it gonna hurt? But then it's like, oh no,
Right.
it's not hurting. So yeah,
So, your brain is involved.
yeah.
The other thing, you can even put your hand on your shoulder
Mhm.
and just telling it some affirmations. Just, I am safe. Like this area is strong and healthy. There's nothing to be afraid of. Those kind of like affirmations you can like tell your shoulder, you could send. Sorry for whoever just joined, Michelle. You're probably like, what is going on? But joining right in the middle. But then, and then just even like, yes, the thought, the imagination, but that feeling, the emotion of like safety, security, joy as you do those chaturangas, as you imagine, like, if you were imagining riding a bike, it might be like the wind flowing through your hair and the sun on your face, or, as you're doing yoga in the sun or something. And that is just sending your brain this message of safety.
Love that.
What do you think, Sarah?
Yeah, I think that's awesome. I mean, I think my brain has a little bit like this is great, and it'll be especially good in combination when I know I am actually getting some treatment because I feel like I maybe need like something physically, but I also think I can just do this now to
Yeah,
help start to, tell it to, that's
yeah,
repairing, it's healing, it can repair, it's safe to repair and heal it. There's
yeah.
actually both shoulders, but now the right one is worse. Um,
And it
um,
may already be healed. That's just the neural circuits that are just now running.
right, right.
It's
So
been more than six
imagine
to 12
because it's like
weeks.
I'm totally doing the opposite. Like now that it's been going on for several weeks, I'm like imagining it hurting all the time, or
Oh, right. Exactly.
I'm waking up in the night and being like, oh no, now it's going to hurt more, and what did I do?
Yes.
And then my brain layers on, which I know a lot of people who have pain do, layers on all this like this is a really bad thing, and what should I
Yeah.
do when I need to figure out a way to fix it, and like it means there's something wrong, and
Yeah.
all of that, which doesn't help.
Right. I'll send you my somatic tracking meditation. It's just on my podcast, but you can
Awesome.
just do that. As I wanted to create something that people could just walk through the process, kind of like the emotions, but it's more specifically geared towards your body and sensation.
Yeah. No, I think
It's
it's
exactly the same as processing emotions. It's crazy. How's your shoulder now? If you just move it around, maybe imagine that safety, imagine
I think
that
it's a little better. Yeah.
relaxing. Yeah. So it's always safe to start with the imagination. So you can, like your smile, you're like,
Yeah,
oh,
now it'll be a little better, but yeah, no, it's actually, I mean, I feel a tiny bit, but it's not as strong when I do that particular movement. And it's been bad all week. So
so from a 0 to 10, how was that?
it was
Yeah.
definitely more like maybe even a 2. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
So
that's amazing.
Sarah, this can't be structural, right?
I know.
It
Yeah.
can't be structural. You're moving it more now, you're moving it again, and it went from a 5 to a 2.
Yeah. I mean, some things are gonna, yeah. I mean, but yeah, that hurts a little bit. Yeah, it's like that. I was doing the same thing before and it was okay.
Yeah.